Welcome everyone, it's Week 8 SFL action coming to you live from Oklahoma City. I'm your play-by-play analyst Stephen Hacker, and in with me in the booth is my color analyst Dan Mitchell. We got a nice game set up on this Sunday afternoon in the Robbers Cave. Dan Mitchell has some key points for today. Dan?
Thanks, Stephen. It's an absolutely beautiful day down here. I am very excited for this game. We're going with the 2 and 4 London Knights versus the 3 and 3 hometown defenders OKC. I'm hoping to see a very balanced offense between these two teams. Both of them have been putting out both a good passing game and rushing games, with Rob Roby as the quarterback for London and Deacon Nickens for the quarterback of OKC. Hoping to see a great game between these two teams. Stephen, back to you.
And we're down on the field for the coin toss. And the coin is tails. Or I'm sorry, yep, tails. And it looks like the Knights are going to defend. And so today, some key players to look out for Oklahoma City would be J.W. Doyle, the running back. And as you said, Rob Roby for the London Knights. Rookie Reggie Streeter is the halfback. And they got the Hands team, the Hands brother, Donnie and James, as wide receivers. And the ball's on the tee. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music, coming to you on YouTube. And the kick is away. London set to return. He's going to field that at the 15-yard line. He spins, and he's brought down at his own 27-yard line. That's Jeff Melanishin.
You know, Stephen, Jeff had a great week last week for kick returns. He had 122 yards just in kick returns last week. I'm really hoping to see him come out here and come out large, and maybe even get 6 points from that kick.
Yeah, ever dangerous in the kick returns. Rob Roby starts the game out in the shotgun empty backfield. 3 receivers to his right. Quick drop, he throws right. It's going to be complete on the sidelines. It's Ken McCarro with the reception, pick up a 4.
Now, Rob Roby so far this season, 89.2 QBR with only 12 interceptions. I'm really hoping to see a safer London, I guess, come out, and then really using all their offensive power, including Reggie Streeter.
Yeah, Roby is 1-to-1 on the year touchdown interception ratio. They come out in the strong eye right now. They're going to hand it off to Streeter, who takes it outside to the right. He trucks one defender. He's got some room to run. He's a big gain there by Reggie Streeter. You called him out, Dan.
Exactly, Stephen. I'm really hoping to see that he was huge last week with 146 yards, and I'm hoping he comes out big this game as well. Seeing a great first play by him, already showing his strengths. And we see he can truck him down and keep up with the speed, too. He's going to be a real threat for this OKC defense if they do not watch out for him.
Yeah, eventually brought down by Brady Clark for the Renegades defense. London's got a fresh set of downs now near midfield. Opening drive here in Oklahoma City. Come out again with the heavy backfield. Hand off to Streeter to the left this time. He's got more room to run. Oh my goodness, stiff arms one defender down. He's got room, and eventually is brought down after a pickup of about 20 yards. And you see there, that was our ever scroll block of the game early.
Steven, I don't know what to say. Streeter's putting out hard. He's putting those jets on, and he's being a tank as well. He trucked right through that one defender, and it barely saved by the OKC secondary to save that play from being the whole 6 points.
Yeah, London looks like they came out ready. And Everscroll by movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL action. Protect them and see every moment using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from movement.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. That's mvmt.com. And you saw there Streeter with the carry to the left. He's going to get 6. It's 2nd and 4 now for the Knights. Knocking on the door early here in the first quarter. Roby in the shotgun with 2 running backs with them. Drops and looks post over the middle. It's going to be caught, but we got a penalty on the play. That is going to be called a touchdown, but there is some MeUndies laundry on the field. And it is against Oklahoma City, so the touchdown will stand. I didn't quite get to see who got the reception. I think that was James Hands, if I had to guess.
I do believe it was one of the Hands brothers, but that was a great play with London really highlighting that they can play both the ground and the air. A great, big starting play by London.
And so we have the extra point team out on the field. I want to give a quick shout out. Looking over in the chat, I see Michael Irvine, Kanye Rockefeller, Anthony Mosley, Major Plot Hole, Ashley Jackson, Nacho Sicario, Liam Crowder. The extra point was good, so now we have London 7, Oklahoma City 0. Dan, what are your thoughts on that? Oh, you did give us your thoughts on that first drive. It was very impressive. They came out of the gate. Scoring on their first drive is always a good start. I'd like to see how their defense comes out now. And the kick is away. Fielded at their 5-yard line. Makes a move. Struggles before he's eventually brought down at the 26-yard line. So we're going to see J.W. Doyle and the Renegades offense.
Definitely. Half-decent kick return by Jim Pearson. He really got out of the way of that one special team coming right at him, but he got down. There's OKC starting with some decent field position. We'll have to see how they react to that first and early points by London.
So Deacon Nickens comes out under center. Doyle the lone back. He's going to drop and throw to Doyle. He's got the reception. He's going to take that out. He's going to pick up 5 yards, eventually dragged out of bounds.
We'll have to see what the big beast Doyle comes out with, picking up 5 early yards, and we'll see that he can get checked out too and go out for some nice yardage once again. But see how they react and how London's defense really stacks up against this OKC offense.
Yeah, London came out and showed a really good game plan. So I think if you're Oklahoma City, your first 20 plays need to be scripted well, like London just showed you. Nickens drops, he throws to the right, and that pass is going to be intercepted, and it's going to be returned. He's got room. He's going to be returned all the way in for a touchdown, and that's a pick 6 for Dean Maddox.
Wow. Steven, absolutely a huge play by Dean Maddox. That's his second ever interception, and it is for a pick 6. If it was ever time to get another one, it would be right there. London already having a commanding early start over the OKC, and as you were saying earlier, Steven, I think the London defense has really got it on fire right now too.
Yeah, London's defense has some good names all across the board. I think they're well spread out to kind of cover a multitude of things, and so you saw there on the coverage on the replay, he was Dean Maddox was all over there, pretty much waiting for that pass to come in, and just read what Nickens was doing and took it in for 6, and gives London now 14-point lead pending the extra point. And the extra point is good, so London comes out very quickly and puts two scores on the board. And OKC finds himself in a hole.
Definitely, Steven. If I was OKC right now, I'd be really getting it together, maybe getting some real good runs and handing that to J.W. Doyle and see what he can do just to keep it maybe a bit safer and hopefully get near that red zone.
And the kick is away. The SFL is brought to you by APM Music. It's also brought to you in part by Movement, which is premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Quip, it's perfect oral care delivered. Spy Goat, the sound choice. Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019. You see now Oklahoma City under center. It's Deacon Nickens. Got J.W. Doyle behind him, twins to his right. And he takes a deep drop, throws to his left. He's got a receiver open, and that's going to be a first down for Oklahoma City.
No, I wasn't expecting that out of Oklahoma City, but that was a real nice play of them. Real nice throw by Deacon Nickens. That was a real dot right to the receiver. Let's see if they can continue that up and see what they do next for this next set of downs.
And Oklahoma shows the same formation. Nickens rolls to his left and throws to his right. He's got a receiver open. It's Jaflecius D'Angelo on a deep fade. A 9 route gets wide open. It's brought down by Jeff Melanishin after a huge gain.
I don't know, Steven. It seems that we got a high-flying offense by both sides right now, and it's going crazy in this stadium. That is a huge play for OKC, but great save, too, by Jeff Melanishin. That was a beautiful play by both ends, and let's see if they can keep it up while they already hit this red zone.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do if you're Oklahoma City. You have the home field, you have your crowd, use them to your advantage. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Nickens drops back to throw. He's got all the time in the world. I mean, he decides to dump it out to Doyle, who's going to be brought down after no gain. Interesting decision there by Deacon.
Yeah, great look by Blake Craze, who was really covering J.W. Doyle. That was a very interesting, as you said, Steven, decision by Deacon, who sort of had a clear path for him, but I guess he wanted to try and see what Doyle could do.
Yeah, it's probably a better decision to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. Nickens in the shotgun. Quick throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. That's Devonta Duncan on the reception. He's going to pick up a first down for the Renegades.
Real good stretch by him, too. He picked up that first down, which was really impressive, and got smacked right afterward.
Yeah, Devonta Duncan, the rookie. 1st and goal, they're going to hand off to Doyle, who's going to plow forward for 3 yards.
You know, in the 2nd and goal at the 3, they may just feed it to Doyle and keep it right up the middle for that yardage, or let's see if they can do some short, very short checkdowns, see how OKC reacts in this almost goal line.
Oklahoma with a single back. And they are going to hand off to Doyle up the center. He's going to be a draw play. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it seemed like the London Knights really knew what OKC wanted to do, so they set up the pressure and was really waiting for Doyle to come right down the middle, and they stopped him right there with no real gain.
Yeah, it might be interesting to see Doyle on a swing pass here, but we'll see what they decide to do. Nickens drops back. He's looking over the middle. He's got a receiver there. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown for the Oklahoma City Renegades. That was Devonta Duncan, the rookie.
Huge play for Devonta Duncan. And I believe that was a great play by OKC, who I don't think London was expecting that at all.
Yeah, the defender was there and just a little hesitation move. The defender went right past him and just got in there to secure the points for his team. That'll help close the gap and get, like I said, get that. You hear the crowd, they're going crazy, they're excited, they want to be in this game, so give them reason to cheer and back you up.
Yes, Steven, penning this extra point. We got only a one-score game, and we have something real interesting going on now with OKC really firing back on both sides and see if they can catch up after that earlier mistake by the pick six and see what happens now.
Yeah, a couple of big plays by the your 2nd and 3rd wide receivers. Rich Pratchett's been a little quiet today, but Jaflecius D'Angelo had a huge reception, and Devonta Duncan secured a first down, and then later on got the touchdown. It was a well put together drive by Oklahoma City. London set to return. The kick is in. He's going to field that at the 10-yard line. Jeff Melanishin takes it out to his right, spins, but it's brought down at the 27-yard line. So that'll bring out Rob Roby.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Rob Roby and co. They actually were off the field for a good bit because of the whole drive that just happened in the pick six. So they're probably either very eager to get out there or really waiting just to go over this OKC defense.
Yeah, and Reggie was really wanting to eat. You saw there he had a plus 10 yards per carry right now. It looks like they're going to continue to feed him. A handoff to the left, a stretch play, but he's met in the backfield, shakes the defender, and is brought down after a pickup of 1.
Yeah, real great play by Streeter. You saw the athleticism in him as he broke that first tackle that really should have gotten near him, but he just shook it off and picked up that yard. That was a good point for what the play was called.
Yeah, good job by the Renegades defense to swarm and really make Streeter earn every bit of it. But they're going to continue to come out in power formations here. It looks like they really want to establish the run, and it's a handoff to Streeter, who shakes another defender, and a gang of Renegades finally bring him down. He picks up 4 yards there.
Yeah, Steven, looked like there was a whole tussle going on. I think I saw about 2 lined by London and then a whole swarm of Renegades, as you said. They had to bring down Streeter and see what they do on this 3rd and 5.
I think they prefer to be called a gang of Renegades. I think I've been corrected on that before. And then we got Rob Roby dropping back. He's got a receiver open to his right. It's complete. It's going to get the first down. That's Donnie Hands with his first reception of the night.
Yeah, Donnie Hands didn't do as much last week as I think London wanted to use him for, only actually having 8 yards. But so far, he already showed that he can come out, catch that ball, play a little bit of tap dance, and get that first down. Seeing that all of London's going to be used today for a real exciting game.
Yeah. An interesting stat here. James Hands, as of today, was 66 yards away from 3,000 career reception yards. So keep an eye out. We'll try to do our best to keep an eye out for that. Roby hands off to Streeter, who's going to work his way for a yard.
Yeah, it seems like the OKC defense is really dialing in on Streeter in this London run game to see what they have to do if they adjust or try to keep pushing on through.
And Roby's under center. Streeter dots the I behind him. Roby's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked. It's Matt Stratton who's going to get credited with the sack.
You see Stratton really come around that line and just press into Rob Roby and bring him down, which was a huge play for OKC.
Yeah, he really absorbed the offensive line there. And he just pushed his way forward, and Roby was trying to get out of the way but couldn't quite get there, and it's going to be a sack. It's 3rd and 15, 3rd and long for the London Knights. Roby was in the shotgun, moving around in the pocket, throws over the middle, and that pass is going to be incomplete. James Hands was the intended target. It's going to bring up 4th and 15 for the Knights, and the punt unit will come out.
That must have been a real blow to run it. London's, my bad, offense and momentum as they were going, as that whole drive sort of just got shut down with a dropped pass. We'll have to see if OKC can really take advantage of this opportunity that they have now.
Yeah, the London punter is on his own 20-yard line. Good pressure, almost blocked. Good hang time, 4.2 seconds. Fielded at the 24-yard line. Brought out to the 28, so a 4-yard return.
Well, Steven, do you think OKC will try the same kind of approach with that big fade pass that landed them in the red zone last time, or they think you're going to go back to the ground game?
I think if it's me, you would go with the same attack. You would want to base it off of Doyle as your main threat, and then hope that whenever you look to throw that one of your secondary targets is open downfield. I think that's been a good strategy for them. 1st and 10, they do hand off to Doyle, who's going to get 5 yards. And it's going to set up 2nd and manageable for the Renegades.
Seems like a good call, Steven. Doyle picking up 5 yards and a nice easy one down the middle. Already showing, you see Deacon Nick and Stacks coming out. He's already got 77 yards, 1 pass touchdown. Not bad for the first quarter.
Yeah, those early down, the first downs, whenever your running back can pick up 4 or 5 yards, really helps also your QBR, where he doesn't have to take the huge shots. He can, work on he can take what's open, get the completion, and keep his rating up. I mean, some people base it off QBR, some people don't care about it, but it helps your quarterback, certainly, whenever he doesn't have to throw for 10, 12 yards every down. On 2nd and 5, Doyle was stopped at the line. So we got 3rd and 5. Nickens takes a quick drop. He throws over the middle. It's completed, but it's going to be a fumble on the play. It's bouncing around. Who's going to have it? Looks like maybe Oklahoma got on it. Good work by the guard. Going to fall on that, and it's not really going to help them too much. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That hurt. I'm just going to say that. For a veteran to drop the ball, that's a huge killer to that OKC offense. And we'll have to see now that we're going back and forth between these two drives what these two teams will have to do to see if they can actually pick up some points.
Interesting. Melanishan had 7-8 yards to field that punt, and maybe just heard the footsteps, calls for the fair catch. But decent field position. They're going to start on the 31-yard line. And Oklahoma did a good job last time kind of containing or at least slowing down Reggie Streeter. They're going to need some more of that if they're going to force them into a bad position. And there it was, a handoff to Streeter up the middle. He's going to get stopped for no gain.
Saw the stats, 64 yards for 7 carries, but you see how the the OKC defense is really looking at Streeter now and making sure he doesn't pass that line of scrimmage.
And 2nd and 10. Roby throws out to the fullback in the flats, who's got it in some room to run. Going to get stopped after a pickup of about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Knights.
I think that was a good call by London. After what's been happening with Reggie Streeter, and I don't think they wanted to really throw that ball. They really opened it up and got some good yardage for this 3rd and 4.
Definitely gives you a lot of options in your playbook. 3rd and 4, they're going to come out in the I formation, twins to his left. Roby steps up in the pocket, fires to Streeter, who's got the completion, and he trucks forward, takes 4 defenders to bring him down. He's going to get the first down for the London Knights and takes his sweet time getting up after all the hard work.
Steven, Reggie Streeter does come out hard when he comes out hard. He doesn't take just 1 defender for the first down. No, he takes down 2, and then it takes 2 more just to bring him down. He is a big man.
Yeah, the rookie, the 5th overall pick in this year's draft, has worked his way, and he's definitely shown in his progression that he can handle the workload. 1st and 10 for the Knights, twins to his left, Reggie Streeter in the I formation, a handoff at the middle, and Streeter's going to work his way up for 9 yards. And with that, we close out the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back to you right whenever the second quarter begins. And we are the SFL, presented by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House. I'm your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker. Along with me is my color commentator, Dan Mitchell. We're in Oklahoma City, where the Renegades are down 7-14 to the London Knights. And London has possession. London in the white uniforms, Oklahoma City in the gray. And we have a MeUndies laundry on the field, but Rob Roby completes to the right. It's Reggie Streeter who's going to pick up a first down and then some. But we will go back and take a look at the penalty flag and see what we have. And it will be the offsides against Oklahoma City. We'll see what London decides to decline, so credit Reggie Streeter with the reception. MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/simulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, free shipping and returns, and a signature soft and stretchy MeUndies. So the penalty brings up first down for the Knights, who came out in a power I. Roby throws to the left, complete to Streeter, who's going to be brought down for a loss. 2nd and 11.
Robert Roby wanted to really check that out to Streeter, who so far has shown that he can really push on through any really defender so far that's come at him. But that time, they're really getting on him.
And London with 2nd and 11. Roby under center, twins to his left. They're going to hand off to Streeter up the middle, who's going to truck 1 defender, but he's going to only gain 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Steven, that looked like a straight drive-by by OKC. He was thrown down. That defender came flying at him. We'll have to see what London can do on this 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Roby in the shotgun. Streeter to his right. Trips to his right. Takes the snap. Moves around the pocket. Throws to the out route on the left. And that pass is going to be complete, but just short of the 1st down. Looks like it's James Hands with the reception.
James Hand was just in the right position, I think. But Rob Roby threw that a little overboard, and James Hands, while pulling it in, couldn't have enough to pick up that 1st down, making that out route really not as valuable as it could have been.
So London's going to come out. Looks like they're going to be in the power eye. Trying to convert here on 4th down. We'll see if they decide to snap it. No, they don't. They were just trying to draw them off sides. So they do take the timeout. We're going to see the London offense head to the sideline. Most likely we will see the special teams unit come out for 3.
You know, it's still very early in the game, and London has a 7-point lead over OKC. I think they're just trying to pull something out of them as OKC may get a bit desperate. But it's still so early in the game, really, to call that right now. So see what London does after their special teams come out and how OKC really responds.
London has drawn OKC off offsides once, got them on the neutral zone infraction once already. So maybe test their fortunes, see what Oklahoma City was going to do to them, and good job by Oklahoma City staying true. So the snap is in on the field goal try, and that kick was up and made. It was a 44-yarder made by Nate Odell. So the London Knights will take a 10-point lead here. We're in the 2nd quarter, probably about 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go. The SFL is brought to you by APM Music, and it's also brought to you by MediaTek. MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. And there on the kick return, it's brought out to the 29-yard line. That's Jan Pearson on the return.
I'm hoping to see a very, very strong OKC offense, see if they can really pull this on through, because they're not a 2-point score differential. See what they can do.
Yeah, the pressure's on OKC here to match the tempo that London has put out. So they're going to hand off up the middle to Doyle, who's got room. Almost gets the 1st down. Pick up we'll call that 10 yards. But it'll be 2nd and inches for the Renegades.
Well, Steven, I'm pretty sure Doyle just put on the afterburners because he came on flying through. I barely even got a chance to see him as he went straight up the middle and had 10 yards before I could even blink.
Yeah, it looked like somebody fired him out of a 6-shooter. Nickens under center on the 2nd and inches at the OKC 39-yard line. Deacon doesn't like something. He's changing it at the line. Doyle's behind him. Got a couple of tight ends out there. Throws it out in the flats to Doyle, who makes a nice catch behind him with one hand, but this momentum's going to drag him out of bounds. No gain there.
Yeah, that pass went a little wide as Doyle had to grab it with one hand, and just showing that his momentum couldn't really turn it up forward, as it would take some real tap dance shoes to get up there, and his Cowboy boys were a bit too big. We'll have to see what they can do now in this 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, I'd like to see him just right up the middle. Got a weak eye formation. They're going to run a stretch to Doyle on the outside, who shakes one defender at the line of scrimmage, meets 2 more, and they're going to bring him down, but not before Doyle gets the 1st down.
Yeah, you saw Jamie McDonald, the defensive end, really try to reach out and grab Doyle as he was running on by, but he couldn't get enough of him, and Doyle just shook him off and got that 1st down.
Yeah, Liam Crowder in the chat noticed that Doyle's running so hard that he actually ran over his own lineman. 1st and 10 for the Renegades. Doyle the lone back. Deacon under center, hands off to Doyle again, who's met at the line of scrimmage immediately. Picks up 1. But that's Slyn Shady for you. He drops Doyle right at the line. Big hit there.
Definitely Slyn Shady, 35 tackles this season so far. He's a big person I wouldn't want to mess with in the dark alleys of a street.
Yeah, constantly considered one of the best linebackers in the league. Deacon's going to throw out. It's complete to his right. That's Jaflecius D'Angelo on the reception. He's going to pick up 3 yards.
You know, you got some good yardage going. You got a bit of momentum as OKC. You have to see what they can do on this 3rd and 7 if they're going to take the chance or just throw it.
Yeah, I'd like to see them take a chance. You know, that was how they scored the points on the first drive, is they weren't afraid to take a shot downfield. And Oklahoma City does. He looks, deep over the middle, but that pass is going to fall incomplete. Intended for Tiberius Bovine, the Hall of Fame tight end for the SFL. The man's quite the legend.
Yeah, I'd be hurting right now if I was OKC, but it just seemed like Bovine really wasn't looking at it. And the eyes didn't meet, and just drop pass, and nothing they can do now.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a security blanket. Maybe Deacon thought he could make the pass, and Bovine would be able to track it down, but it did fall incomplete. So the Renegades punt, and that punt is fielded by Jeff Melanishian inside his own 20, and he's met immediately and brought down. So the London Knights are going to start at their own 17-yard line.
That's some pretty good feeling as OKC is. London has to start back all the way at the 17. They got to pick up some good yardage to really get past what they have to get through. You see Reggie Streeter, 8.6 yard average though right now. That's some pretty big running for him.
Yeah, London has shown that they want to establish the run, and Streeter's been answering the call. First down, handoff, stretch play to the left to Streeter, who's got room. He's going to, he almost shakes the defender, but he's brought down after a gain of 12. So that'll take him from the 17 to about the 23-yard line, just like that.
Yeah, that one defender was grabbing on for dear life because he knew if Streeter got past that, he may have gone all the way. It was some great blocking by the London O as Streeter went out on the out.
Yeah, the 3-year vet, that was Dave Drury on the tackle, showed his sideline speed to track down Streeter and prevent anything bigger from happening. So it's first down on the 30-yard line, so handoff to Streeter, who's met at the line of scrimmage but shakes off that defender, meets another linebacker, but is brought down after a pickup of 3. Good job, again, by the Renegades defense. I mean, they're getting out there. I mean, Streeter's getting the yards, but they're swarming to Streeter to try to prevent anything big from happening, so it's a good effort by Oklahoma City. Second and 7 now for London. 5:38 in the second quarter. Roby hands off to Streeter, who goes up the middle. He's going to pick up a first down.
No, London might just keep feeding Streeter with how he's playing. He can push on through and deck some of those OKC Renegades that are coming right at him. I'd be a little afraid right now.
Yeah, he's really showing no signs of slowing down. I agree with you. I'd keep handing off to him, let the clock run, protect your lead. Roby drops back, throws over the middle. It's complete. That was Ken McCarroll with the reception, who's got his 3rd reception on the day, just short of the first down.
That was some good mix-up by London. I don't think OKC's defense was really expecting another short pass after all the running Streeter's been doing, and some great play call by London, making sure they pick up those easy yards.
Yeah, with Streeter's yards per carry average right now, you would think that a handoff here is going to get you a first. Oh, and Streeter was a stretch play to the right. He's met in the backfield, shakes the defender, but is met again by another Renegade defender. It looked like that was, I think that was Thomasina Rahman coming in and making a big hit. Thomasina Rahman, the rookie, has made a big impact for her team this year. Roby drops back on 3rd and 4. It's going to be complete over the middle to James Hands, who's going to secure the first down for London.
You know, Steven, I really like how this London offense is really opening up, going between Streeter to the wide receivers, to whoever they really need to pick up these yards and see if the OKC can pick up on what they're doing and react to it quick enough.
Yeah, healthy balance of run and pass here tonight. London comes out in the power formation. They hand off to Streeter, who's going to work his way forward for 2 yards. John Gregory, the linebacker for Oklahoma, making the tackle. Clock is still running. There's 3:15 left in the second quarter. London under no hurry. They throw it to the right to complete to Streeter, who's going to get another couple of yards.
No, they're running the clock out. They're cutting down this first half. They keep picking up those necessary yards, and we'll have to see what they do on this 3rd and 6. But London's doing a really commanding presence here on this field.
Yeah, 3rd down stop here for Oklahoma City does a lot because they're not going to be able to kick a field goal from this position. So they need a stop here. But, oh, Rob Roby complete downfield to Donnie Hands, who is wide open, secures the catch, and takes it in for a touchdown. Where was the coverage?
Forget everything I just said. They have the absolute domineering presence of this field because they don't want clock management. They just want points, which is a great thing for London as they take a very commanding lead. With Donnie Hands really showing up this game. That's his 3rd touchdown this season so far.
I think that Oklahoma City thought that maybe London was getting a little comfortable too, and I think they caught everybody sleeping. I was asleep because I looked downfield and there was nobody, no safety help, nothing, and Hands just wide open. That was great play calling by the London Knights to get out there and take advantage and exploit that and catch Oklahoma City sleeping. And they've worked their way ahead. I mean, now it's a three score game, and we're not even into the second half yet.
Yeah, it seems like London really just knows when everyone catches them sleeping, and they'll wake them up real quick to a really ugly nightmare.
And London had the ball on the tee, and the kick is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 13-yard line. Jan Pearson brings it out. It's at the 28.
You know, Steven, what do you think OKC has to do to really close this gap?
Well, again, they showed some of it earlier. Again, whenever they got that touchdown on their first or second drive, they were taking some shots downfield. You know, again, getting in through his secondary reads, looking at the second and third receiver and taking some big shots, mixed in with some Doyle runs. As you see a stretch play to Doyle, who drags one defender and somebody else comes in there and finishes the job off for London.
It was big man Slid Shady, who seemed like he bear hugged Doyle to bring him down.
And so I think you're doing a good job there. Maybe a shot downfield here. You know, I think they're throwing to Doyle a lot in the flats, which can work. But I think you want to take a deeper shot, maybe let a route develop. Hand off to Doyle on 2nd and 8. He's going to work his way forward and get 1 yard. Mike Lazowski on the tackle. And with that, we're at the Quip 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left here. We got London's leading 24-7 against Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's kind of scrambling here. They need to put something on the board before we go into halftime. And we are the SFL. We're brought to you by APM Music. We're on YouTube. And as we ride into the end of the first half, we got 2 minutes to go. Nickens takes a deep drop, and he's going to be met in the backfield. He's going to be sacked. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 for the Renegades. And that's not what you needed to have happen.
Definitely not, Steven. That was a painful play. That really hurt, as that was a huge play for William David Sibbs. This defensive tackle came over from St. Louis, brought him down right there.
Yeah, 3-year vet. And the Quip Design delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations. Brush head refills for $5, refilled every month. Covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in chat, and your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. And you saw the punt there. It's going to be brought out to the 41-yard line. So the London Knights will now have 1 minute and 9 seconds to maybe further this lead that they have, or maybe they're just going to kneel on it. We'll see a power I formation. And Roby drops back to throw. Throws to his left, complete to Streeter, who's going to lose one defender, but brought down after a gain of 2. London's going to go hurry up here. One receiver to the right. A handoff to Streeter up the middle, who's going to shake one defender. Another defender is finally brought down after picking up a first down at the just past midfield. We're at the 47-yard line. 40 seconds to go before halftime. Good jump by the Oklahoma City line, but Roby throws out complete to the left to Streeter, who picks up 7, and we're still going. Clock's running, 30 seconds in the second quarter. Everybody's trying to get back to the line. And the snap is away. Complete again to Streeter out to the left, who's met in the backfield, tackled for a 3-yard loss. Clock continues to run. London still has 2 timeouts. Interesting that they're not using one here, but 12 seconds to go. Snap is back. Deacon throws to his left again to Streeter in the flats, who's going to work his way. Brought down at the 38-yard line, couldn't quite get the first down, and we're just going to take this into halftime. And so with that, we're at the end of the second quarter. It's London's leading 24-7 against the Oklahoma City Renegades. Dan, do you have any thoughts?
You know, that was some interesting plays by London at the end of that first half, coming on through and just really putting pressure on OKC, but not using any of their free timeouts, basically.
Yeah, it was really interesting there. It looked like London was pushing for some points. Maybe if they had maybe used 1 or 2 of their timeouts, they could have saved some time and put themselves in position. Definitely were in the power I for about 6 straight plays. But they're protecting the lead. It's hard to question that whenever you have the results that you have on the board. You know, one of the interesting things I thought about Oklahoma City was, you know, again, their offense. I mean, Dola has looked pretty good. Deacons looked good, I thought. They just, I think that they need to take a couple more shots downfield, like as you see on the replay here. I think they're kind of one-sided right now, where London has shown some explosiveness. They've shown maybe a little bit of trickery, or maybe calling the right play in the right situation. So I think that explains maybe some of the point difference. Obviously, the pick 6 for London was huge. There on the second or third possession for Oklahoma City, that was a huge play for them. Again, yeah, just London has called some really good plays at the right moment, and that they paid off dividends. And we are set to come out at halftime. This is the SFL presented by APM Music. We are on YouTube. Coming to you live. We're in Oklahoma City, where the Renegades have a tall task ahead of them in the second half, where they're down 7-24 against the London Knights. Oklahoma City does get the return in the second half. They get possession. The return brought out by Jan Pearson to the 27-yard line. Hopefully some halftime adjustments were made. Dan?
Yeah, Steven, I'm really hoping this OKC offense really just wakes up a little bit and gets their play calling really dialed in and learning what the London defense really has in mind.
And they got a chance to show it here now. 3 wide receivers, twins to the left. Deacon takes a deep drop, throws downfield. Oh no, it's going to be intercepted. First play of the second half.
Huge play by Arthur, his first interception of the season, and I'm having flashbacks, Steven. It may not be a pick 6, but that is a huge loss for OKC, and I'd be hurting right now after we just got out of halftime.
Well, I kind of like the aggressiveness. I think that I've been calling for that all game. I like the shot downfield. Just a great play by the Week 3 signing, Even Arthur. Gives his team possession. So we're going to see Rob Roby and the London Knights out, and they're out in the power eye again. Seen that a lot tonight. Hands off to Streeter to the left, who's going to take it up the middle. He's got 10 plus. He's got room. Daylight, he takes that. He's at the 20-yard line. One defender almost gets him. He's finally dragged down. He's tackled about the 5-yard line. Huge run by Reggie Streeter.
Steven, I don't know what to say. That was amazing blocks by the London offense, and Streeter really knew where he had to go to find that opening. As you just saw, he pushed his way out to find that opening, and he went right off. And he's a big man, but he was running fast, and it took him just barely enough, but it wasn't enough to get that touchdown. But they're only at the 5 now, and Streeter can keep running.
Yeah, I couldn't quite find that last burst to get in the end zone. Like Cole Irvine was the one to finally make the tackle there. Handoff from the 5 is plows forward as Reggie Streeter for 3 yards.
Looks like Streeter's real pumped because he knows this ball is going to keep coming to him, most likely, unless London throws some little trickery in there.
Yeah, maybe a play action to the flats or something. We'll see what they come up with. They're showing run. Oklahoma City's prepared for it. They do hand off, look like a counter to Streeter. He's going to work his way, and he drags 2 defenders in for the touchdown. Touchdown for Reggie Streeter.
That's a huge play for London, as London has a very commanding lead now. They're the king and knights of this field, and they're making a big play to OKC. And it's a hurting one for OKC for sure. We'll have to see. They got plenty of time as they got the whole half. We'll have to see if they can really open up on their offense.
Yeah, see the London team, they're saying take it to the streets. So Reggie Streeter just having a huge day, and his teammates are loving it. The extra point is up and good, so we have London 31, Oklahoma City 7.
Yeah, London has a very commanding 24-point lead right now, and OKC's really going to have to get everything they need sorted and do it quick.
London set to kick away. It's going to be fielded at 5. It's going to be brought out by Jan Pearson, who's going to spin. Brings it all the way out to the 27-yard line. Nice, decent return, hefty return there.
Real nice kick by the London kicker, Nate Odell. That was a beautiful kick that really pushed that kick return, so he had to run a good bit before he could get anywhere.
We'll see Oklahoma City. There's 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Deacon under center, hands off to Doyle on a stretch to the right. Draw to up the middle, I'm sorry, and he's going to pick up 3 yards.
You can really see the difference in stats right now is Reggie Streeter at 9.3 average with 177 yards. He's showing a very, very strong presence this game.
And I honestly, the 2.5 or 2.9 for Doyle, I feel like he's running a little bit stronger than that, but he must have a heavy volume. He must have a lot of volume. And that handoff does go to Doyle, who works his way forward, picks up 6. It's going to be third and short for the Renegades.
Well, you said, Steven, you thought Doyle was working harder, and he showed he was, as he just picked up a good chunk of yardage, putting OKC at a very nice point for this third down conversion.
Yeah, this is a big third down, I would say, for the Renegades. They look to hand off. Oh, he fights forward. He was met in the backfield. Doyle was met in the backfield, but he drugged the 2 defenders. Great effort there to pick up the first down. Gives him a clean slate.
Doyle knew what he had to do, and he made sure it got done. Great show of power by Doyle, making sure that he picks up just enough to continue this drive.
Yeah, you know, picking up first downs, it kind of lets you sort some things out. So it's good to see that. You know, you can string together 3 or 4 plays, well then string together another 3 or 4 plays. First and 10. Oh, a deep drop. Nickens is going to take a 10-yard drop, and he tried to evade a defender, and he's going to be sacked.
Well, Steven, everything that just happened, it's a second 20 now, so that didn't happen. And we'll see if OKC, maybe this will work out for them. I've seen this happen, and people just bomb it from here, and it works out. Maybe OKC can pick up some luck along the way.
Yeah, Tony Adamson got the sack there, but yeah, take a shot downfield. I mean, again, some of those your secondary receivers have been getting open, and they're there. So Nickens drops and he throws to the flats, complete to Doyle. I mean, he's going to be met in the backfield, tackled for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd and very long for the Renegades.
Yeah, if I was the Renegades right now, this is a definition of 3rd and impossible. They have to just throw it.
Crazier things have happened. And we have a 3rd and 21. Deacon throws over the middle. Oh, almost. And that's going to be picked off and returned out, brought inside their own 20-yard line.
That was Nathan Blake on the interception. Great play by him. 6th interception this season, and it's getting hurting for OKC right now. As that was another takeaway by London.
Yeah, he went rover there. You saw he was backpedaling, read the quarterback's eyes, and came over and made a nice play. So that'll give the London Knights a chance to score here now inside their own inside the red zone. Roby throws over the middle. Nice defense. Pass is tipped, and then a huge hit laid, but the ball just falls flat. Nobody could contain it.
It was a free safety, my bad, Brady Clark, with a great tip there. And there was almost a tip drill going on between that gang of OKC, but it just seemed like none of them could really pick it up.
Yeah, and Brady Clark is known to be around the ball. In a lot of the games that I've watched on him, he's a ball hawk. He knows where to be. 2nd and 10 for the Knights. They're in the power I. Hand off to Streeter up the middle. It's going to be brought down by a gang of outlaws, or a gang of renegades.
Not too big of a difference, but great play. Streeter's showing all game that if you give him the ball and feed him, he'll be getting some yardage. And you see Rob Roby's stats. He's got a 133 rating, 112 yards really with 2 touchdowns. Just some great play call by London.
Yeah, and London's been fortunate to have good field position on multiple drives this game. As you see a handoff there out to the right. He's going to get the first down as Reggie Streeter. Be on the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Clock is running at 6:15 here in the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma City, I think, is just they want to get a stop. Hold to a field goal would be ideal. A turnover would be great. London shows the power I. They're going to hand off to Streeter to the right again. He's going to work his way forward for about 4 yards.
Yeah, if I was OKC right now, I'd really be watching where that ball's going. If they put up another score as London, it's going to be a long way back. They're digging themselves out a big hole.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City's fans, they're really into it. They're trying to give their defense motivation to keep them out of the end zone, and there they are. 4 Renegades there. Brings down Reggie Streeter, no gain. 3rd and goal, 1 more stand. That's what you need. You got to get 1 more stop here.
Great play by that whole gang of Renegades as they came right for Streeter and let him go nowhere.
So London decides to switch it up a little bit. They take the heavy out of the heavy I. Now they got 2 wide receivers to the left. Roby drops back to throw, throws over the middle. Pass is tipped again, and it's going to be picked off at the back of the end zone. Renegades get a turnover.
That was the best thing OKC could have happened and they could have done. That was the best case scenario. They got that takeaway. They're backing on the ball. London did not put up any points. That was some great playmaking by the defenders of OKC.
Yeah, the rookie John Gregory, the rookie linebacker, tipped it once, and then the Week 5 signing, the rookie Greg Gaines secures that thing in the end zone, and it's a touchback. So Oklahoma gets the ball on the 20-yard line. 1st down, handoff to Doyle up the middle. He's going to take a big hit, but he gets 4 yards. And if you're Oklahoma City, you have to use the momentum. You got to use that little spark to ignite something and use it as fuel.
definitely, Steven. Their defense gave them a chance. Now their offense has to pick up and pass on that torch and grab it and go.
And 2nd and 6. Deacon is under center. Trips to his left. Doyle behind him. Quick drop. He throws. That's Jafletius D'Angelo who makes the reception. Sorry, that's Devonta Duncan who makes the reception. Who's going to get a first down and pick up about 20 yards. Now Oklahoma City's moving.
OKC's definitely opening up their offense, which is exactly what they needed to do. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. Hopefully they keep it up and keep playing hard.
Yeah, now maybe a nice draw play or a stretch play to Doyle. Maybe catch London off balance a little bit, or maybe take another shot. Maybe throw an out route here, or a slant. They do hand off to Doyle to the left. Picks up 1 before he's brought down by a couple of Knights.
Great play by Lazowski, who came in and just dialed in on Doyle.
And a 2nd and 9. Hand off to Doyle, who's saw nowhere to go to the right, so he tries to cut it back to the left, and he runs into a wall there. So it's no gain on the play. Slyn Shady on the tackle. 3rd and 9 for the Renegades.
Yeah, big man Slyn Shady knows where that ball is going, and if he sees you, he'll take you down in the streets.
3 wide receivers for the Renegades. Deacon drops back, throws deep over the middle. The pass is tipped and it falls to the turf. Jeff Melanishin with the tip.
Great play by Melanishin, who saw he couldn't really get his hand on it, I think, as he had to jump for it, but he tipped it up, which made it impossible for OKC to even have a catch or a chance of catching that ball.
So 4th and 9 now for the Renegades. There's 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And we do have the punt unit out. The punter's standing on his own. He's standing on about the 34-yard line. London brings some pressure, almost gets there. Jeff Melanishin is going to feel a fair catch at his own 20. So that's where London's going to take the ball. The SFL is presented by APM Music, and it's also brought to you in part by Movement, which is premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Also brought to you by ScoreStream, official score updates of the SFL, and SpyGoat, the sound choice. 1st and 10 for London at the 21-yard line. Roby takes a snap. He's got pressure in his face thrown, and that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage. I didn't quite see who got his hands. Is that Jan Pearson? Looks like made the deflection. Pressure was in his face.
You can say that again, Steven. Jan Pearson was right up in his face, and he was going for blood, it looked like.
So we got 2nd and 10 now for the Knights. Come out in a power I formation. They're going to hand off to Streeter on a stretch to the right. He's going to be met in the backfield. It's going to be a 4-yard loss. Gang of Renegades there. Led by Cole Irvine. Huge play for the Renegades.
Yeah, it looked like Streeter was trying to go out and around to the right, but he just couldn't get there.
Roby's in the shotgun all by himself. Throws deep over the middle. That pass is going to be intercepted. He's got room to run, makes a spin move. Ooh, he's brought down. Can't quite see who that is. But it's a nice play made by the Renegades defense. Thomasina Rahman makes a beautiful play. Shows her hands. Cuts off the route. Ooh, nice catch. Good, decent return there. Makes a spin move and gives the Renegades good field position.
Great catch by Thomasina Rahman. She really went out there and grabbed it, and that's her 4th interception of the season, showing she has great ball presence.
Yeah, Thomasina was she was an undrafted rookie. picked up in after the draft by the Renegades. Nice addition. We got 1st and 10 at the London 20. So starting their drive inside the red zone. That pass is, almost completed to Rich Pratchett, who hasn't got his name called much tonight, but is always a threat and couldn't quite reel that one in.
You know, Steven, I guess OKC is just coming out for fire and like 6 shooters, as you said earlier. They see what they got to do and they're just going for it at this point, which I'm loving to see.
Yeah, Doyle is giving you steady production, so take your shots downfield. Try to see if something big can happen because you need a big spark. I mean, there's a big point difference here, so you need some work. You need some things to happen for you. Deacon rolls out to his left and tries to throw crossfield to his right, and that pass is going to be knocked down by Dean Maddox. Good job on the Knights secondary to stay in their zone and not get drawn off by Nickens rolling out to his left.
Yeah, Nickens really went out there just trying to find anything, and Maddox was an ugly target because he looked like he was going right for that ball.
Three wide receivers for the Renegades. Doyle, the lone back. Nickens is under center. The Renegades are trying to put some points on the board. Thrown deep over the middle. Rich Pratchett, no! Again, it's incomplete. Coverage by Nathan Blake. And Oklahoma City they were knocking. They couldn't quite come up with the points there. They took some big shots and just couldn't hit pay dirt.
Yeah, if I was OKC right now, yeah, they're bringing out their kicking unit. They're going to take the points and try lick their wounds and try again later on in this game because they still got a little bit of time to try and clean this little mess up.
Yeah, you know, if they can slow down Reggie Streeter a little bit, maybe contain London from getting some first downs. You know, they've produced some turnovers. As you see, the kick was up and in by Johnny Omega. Closes the gap, but it's still a 3-possession, 21-point game. There's still time on the clock. I believe there's 2 minutes left. Yep, minute 59 in the third quarter. So, you know, again, a quick 3 and out. Maybe not necessarily a quick score in the third quarter, but score pretty quickly into the fourth quarter, and you still have a ball game. Ball is on the tee. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 15 by Jeff Melanishin. Spins, but is brought down at the 30. And I think London wants to keep Reggie Streeter fed here. Again, maybe run out some clock, pick up a bunch of first downs, and try to end this game.
Yeah, what London, I think, wants to do is just clock management, hold Streeter, and don't let OKC pick off another ball.
Complete out to the left. Ken McCarro gets the reception before he runs out of bounds, picks up 5. So Roby comes out, 3 wide receivers, no tight end, 2 split backfield behind him. A quick drop, throws to the left deep. That's James Hands on the reception. He's got some room. He's going to finally be brought down after a big play.
You know, I was talking about London play it safe, but London's hungry. They're already knocking on OKC's red zone, and it's ugly as a great play by James Hands and Rob Roby as he picks up some great yardage, pushing them all that closer to an even more commanding lead.
Yeah, and Brady Clark tracked him down, prevented the touchdown. And London is knocking on the red zone. Twins to the right for Roby. He's going to hand off the Streeter to the left, who's got some room. Picks up about 12 yards before he's finally brought down inside his own 10-yard line.
Yeah, Reggie Streeter's really showing. Doesn't matter if the third quarter is almost over. He has a full tank of gas still in there. And he's running straight through everything OKC can throw at him.
Yeah, Thomasina Raman secures the tackle. called her name a few times tonight. She's made some good plays. London's on the 7. 35 seconds here in the third quarter. Roby changes something at the line. 3 wide receivers. Roby drops back. Drops it down short. Pick up about 2 or 3 yards there. It's the tight end Charlie Balmer.
Seems London's really just trying to run this clock now out, trying to finish out this third quarter and see what they can do. Now they're at the 4.
Yeah, London doesn't have to call a play here. They can let the clock expire and go into the fourth quarter, which they don't. They hand off to Streeter out to the right. He's going to get met by a few Renegade defenders. He's going to lose a yard. And with that, we're going to take it into the fourth quarter with London leading 31-10 over Oklahoma City. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music. And as we get into the fourth quarter, I'm your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker. In with me in the booth is color commentator Dan Mitchell. We head into the fourth quarter. We got Rob Roby alone in the backfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Has time to throw. He throws over the middle, but that pass is going to fall incomplete. And that's a good stand by the Renegade defense. Couldn't quite get the turnover in the end zone like they got last time, but maybe try to get a blocked field goal here. Cross your fingers and hope that you get some good pressure in there and block this thing and hold London from getting any more points. Should be a chip-in field goal for the Knights. A field goal here would put them up 24, and the field goal is good from 21 yards. So now the score is London 34, Oklahoma City 10.
Huge lead by London. We'll have to see what OKC can do. They have a bit of time as long as they think on their feet, are quick about it, and keep moving forward.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Oh, sorry. And the kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 15. It's Jam Pearson. Got a little bit of room to run. Shakes one defender, drags another, and the kicker needs a little bit of help taking him down, but Jam gets it all the way out to the 45-yard line. He's been pretty productive tonight for the Renegades.
I think the OKC defense has been doing a great job tonight so far. They've been definitely in the second half. They've been getting the turnovers and takeaways they need. They've grabbed the ball and they've blocked some really nice things. And Jam Pearson, part of that, even when he's on special teams, knows how to get around the ball and pick up enough yardage to set up OKC in a very nice starting position.
Yeah, and London came out their first possession and got the touchdown, and then had the pick six the following possession, and just jumped out to a huge lead early. And Oklahoma City has fought through this game, just can't quite contain what Streeter has been putting on. As you see, pass complete by Deacon Nickens over the middle to Jaflecius D'Angelo, who's going to get the first down.
That's exactly what OKC needs to do, Steven. They need to get those nice slant routes, get in there, pick up those yards, and move this forward without burning too much clock time.
Yeah, I might start calling for the no-huddle offense here pretty soon. Again, 24 points. It's a pretty big deficit, so get moving on offense. As you see, Nickens thrown out to the left, complete to Jaflecius D'Angelo again, picks up 4. Doesn't quite get out of bounds, so the clock will continue to run. No urgency shown again by the Renegades.
It looked like he was really trying to aim for a nice out, just trying to grab that out of bounds, stop the clock, but London really knew how to open field tackle him and stop him.
Oklahoma's got 2 wide receivers. Doyle the lone back. The handoff to Doyle. It's going to be met by Slyn Shady at the line. Doyle gets 1, but Shady says no more.
This is a big turning point for OKC. They're on 3rd and 4. The clock's running. It's around 9:30. They need to do something this play.
And it is 3rd and manageable. You can open up your playbook here. You can do a multitude of things. They come out with a group of tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Doyle's alone. They do hand off to Doyle, who's going to work his way forward, and he gets the first. Just barely, but gets the first. And that gives the Renegades a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, London was really putting that pressure on, adjusting their defense to know that Doyle was coming out, but Doyle showed what he can do and picked up that first down anyway.
Deacon changed something, but he drops as Rich Pratchett's out open on the flats, tries to spin upfield, secures the reception and gets 8 yards, and doesn't get out of bounds, so the clock is still running. We're now at 8:35 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great tackle by Even Arthur. Just great open field, keeping him in bounds so the clock keeps running down even more.
And the snap is in, handed off to Doyle, who's going to work his way forward for the 2 yards to get the first. And it's a good balance again, you know, but I'd like to see it happen at a little bit quicker tempo. I mean, they're getting first downs. That's their second one. So, you know, they're moving the ball pretty well here, but just the sense of urgency to me is a little lacking. I'd like to see it moving a little bit faster. But productive work. They hand off to Doyle up the middle again. Going to drag a couple of defenders for 3 yards.
I like what I'm seeing out of OKC. Some good easy yards by Doyle, 3 and 4, some nice outs that just pick up a few yards by the receivers, but it's a little late in the game, I think, for that. They gotta run this clock without running this clock, honestly.
And so now we got 3 wide receivers out in this formation. Doyle still the lone back. Deacon was under center. He takes a 3-step drop, evades a defender, throws to his left. The route took a little bit too long to develop, given that Deacon was under duress, and so he just threw that one a little wide to Rich Pratchett. It was incomplete, out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, no one can blame him for that wide throw. He was about to get hit, and it's a 3rd and 7 now. We'll have to see what they can do on this 3rd down conversion.
Split back, twins to the left. 3rd and 7 at the 16-yard line. Deacon drops back. Good protection. Thrown over the middle. Oh, it's going to be deflected. Almost a touchdown for the Renegades, but nice coverage there by Jeff Melanishin of the London Knights.
Yeah, Jeff Melanishin's a big part of the London defense, and he knew exactly where that ball was going, and he made sure it wasn't going anywhere near those defenders' hands.
Yeah, he almost had the tight end there in the back of the end zone, and he was just waiting for it. It was a great play by London. It's going to be 4th and 7 for the Renegades. You want the field goal or you want to go for 6? Looks like Oklahoma City wants the field goal.
You know, this is the point where it starts getting questionable whether is that 3 points really worth it, or do you go for it because you don't have that much time left in this game.
Yeah, maybe relying on an onside kick, I would assume, is coming, but the snap was in, the hold was down, the kick was good. Johnny Omega from 32 yards out. Still a lot of work to do for Oklahoma City. For London, I think your task is clear again. Run the clock out, continue to get first downs, and try to get head on back across the pond, as they say.
Yeah, feed Reggie Streeter. Let this clock run, and London can really burn some time with a few first downs.
Melanishin with some room to run, shakes a defender, and he's gonna get forward progress out to the 31-yard line.
Looked like Melanishin had a little bit of other ideas for himself. He was thinking how the game's going, I might as well just go for it all, but got brought down by a whole gang of OKC defenders.
And so London's going to come out in the I formation, twins to the right. Still have the first unit out on the field. Streeter's going to get the carry up the middle. He's going to get 3 yards before he's brought down by 2 Renegade defenders. Looked like Day Drury and might have been Thomasina Rahman, I think, on the tackle as well.
great plays by London. Let's see if they keep feeding it to Streeter.
Roby's in the shotgun with Streeter to his left. Wants something different. Throws to the right. It's going to be toe dragged on the right. That's Ken McCarroll with the reception. But he's going to go out of bounds after picking up about 4.
Yeah, he may have gone out of bounds, but it set up a really nice position for Reggie Streeter to really just pick up the first down possibly and then keep this ball in London's hands.
And London is showing that they want to try to give Streeter the ball. Power I formation. They elect to pass it, but they throw it out to the flats to the left, but Streeter's going to be met immediately for no gain. It's 4th and 3, a great stand by Oklahoma City. You're losing a little bit of clock, but a quick score and an onside kick maybe would, you can reverse your fortunes. You can put some points on the board. You can't give up hope. Your home crowd's behind you. They haven't left yet. Still a full stadium. I think the Renegades want to give their home crowd a show. Punt is away. It's going to be fielded by Jan Pearson. He's going to be met immediately and brought down at the 34-yard line. Good coverage by the Knights special teams unit.
We'll have to see what OKC does. I'm really hoping to see what I saw a little bit going on earlier last time they had the ball, some safe, longer plays. But let's see if they can also maybe throw a real nice fade or a tight end go and just go for that touchdown.
Deacon's got twins to his right, split backfield. Clock's not running, so he takes the opportunity to change the play. Takes a deep drop, moves forward in the pocket, throws over the middle to Rich Pratchett, but that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Big plays by the London defenders as they saw where the ball was going, and the one defender, I didn't get a chance to see who it was, but jumped right in front of that ball, going right for it.
So we got a 2nd and 10 now. 5:34 in the 4th quarter. London 34, Oklahoma City 13. Handoff to Doyle up the middle. He's got a little bit of room to run. He's going to pick up 5.
Yeah, Doyle's a really good use, I think, if you need the first down. But right now, they're burning the clock. They don't have much of left. Just above 5 minutes right now left in the 4th quarter.
They come out with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Doyle the lone back. Deacon throws to his left. Rich Pratchett, that's going to be completed. He's got the first down, and he gets out of bounds. Clock stops at 5:04. They're about midfield.
Yeah, Rich Pratchett really really coming in and that last play showing that he can grab that ball, go out of bounds, and really keep this OKC play alive. Oh.
Yeah, the number 3 overall pick in this year's rookie draft. It's a work of art when he runs the out routes. He works really well over the middle. He's got really good hands. He can secure anything. Deacon with the drop. Had all day to throw, complete over the middle. Picks up 7. Now they're in the no huddle. Get a little bit of a hurry up. And Deacon takes a deep drop again. Looks deep to the left. That's going to be Rich Pratchett. Oh, lays out but can't quite get his fingers on it.
Not a bad play call by OKC. That is really what they need right now. Those deep passes, just without running down the clock and just getting big pickups of yards. Too bad it just wasn't enough, and I don't think Rich Pratchett could even lay out enough really to catch that ball.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on that one for Rich, and he's got 3rd and 3. They can still get a first down here. Trips to his left, bunched up. Deacon throws deep to the left again, but this time it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be even Arthur with his first interception of the game. And deflates Oklahoma City's chances of getting any points there.
Yeah, that was maybe the last nail in the coffin for OKC. That was a huge, huge play for Even Arthur. I believe that's his first interception of the season, and that was a great play. London's defense just showing up and knowing exactly what they have had to do all day today.
Yeah, Streeter with 27 carries, averaging 7.7 yards a carry. London comes out in the power eye. The pulling guard couldn't quite get out there and secure the block, so Streeter's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Great job by Oklahoma City to swarm to the ball and blow that play up. Don't allow anything to happen. The clock is running. That's not your friend right now. That's hurting you, but London's going to show up in the power eye again. James Hands is out to the right. London in no hurry to snap the ball. They're going to let the clock tick. Hand off to Streeter. Looked like a counter. It's going to be met in the backfield for a loss. Again, the Renegades swarm into the ball. Looked like Day Drury met him in the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Some great reads by OKC's defense. And if they manage to get the ball back, maybe they can put up some scores, not essentially do anything, but, you know, pad the stats a bit, help out the deficit. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. This time the Knights aren't in the power eye. They got twins to the left. Hand off to Streeter. He's going to try to bust it outside, but he's met in the backfield. That looks like the linebacker's going to get back there and make the play. Cole Irvine. He's going to force a punt here, so 2:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. Pretty sizable margin here to overcome. Jam Pearson set to return. The London punter is standing on his own 15-yard line. Blocked punt here would be huge. No pressure. They elect to use coverage. Jam Pearson returns. Spins immediately out of the return. And that's going to get him an extra 4 yards. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. So 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Bring out your offense. You got to put on some points here, Dan.
Definitely. OKC needs to go, and they need to go fast. They need to throw deep, throw hard, kick an onside, score again, and I think kick another one. My math's right.
And we got single back trips to the right. Deacon drops back, throws over the middle. That's going to be completed. I think that was his tight end, Tiberius Bovine. They're going to hurry up in the same. They're in. Nope. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning. The Quip 2-minute warning. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Quip Design delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibration brush head refills for $5. Refilled every 3 months. Covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in the chat, and your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. So 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma City with the ball. Deacon throws deep over the middle. That's complete to Rich Pratchard. He's got the first down, and Oklahoma City's going to take a timeout now that they're down inside the 10-yard line.
You know, Steven, I really like what I'm seeing out of OKC right now. They're throwing some really nice routes, and the receivers going right to those route where they're supposed to go. My bad. And it's just nice throws, nice catches all along, and they're already up in London 6.
Yeah, you know, in some of these routes they've been throwing, it's just that London has been in position a lot of the game, and that one just happened to fall through there, and it was a great completion to Rich Pratchard. So Deacon drops back. He's going to throw over the middle. Looks like he was looking for Pratchard again, but good coverage by the linebacking core of the Knights.
Yeah, it even looked like it almost went into a tip drill again, which would have been final play for OKC, but they kept it alive, and I'll have to see what they can do as they're still on the 6.
Yeah, trying to get something positive for your offense here in the second half. Deacon comes out in the shotgun. He's got Doyle to his left, 2 receivers to his right. He's looking at the back of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. It's going to be dropped. That was Tiberius Bovine was the intended target, but couldn't quite haul it in. He got one more shot here to put it in for 6.
Yeah, but if it was OKC right now, I don't think they're going to settle for just a field goal. I mean, if they want points just for points, do that. But if you want to do anything, really going for it would be your only option at this point.
Yeah, Pratchard on an out route here I think would be really nice. They dump it down to Doyle to the right. He's going to try to drag a couple of defenders forward. Doesn't quite get anything there, and it's another timeout for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they dumped it out to Doyle, and immediately there was a bunch of London defenders coming right for him. They knew. I'm surprised they actually knew that was coming right out there. But they came in, they reacted quickly, and they dropped Doyle before he could do anything.
And so 4th and goal, and we do see the offense. They come out in a shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield with Deacon. Pratchard was to his left. He throws out in the flats to Doyle. He's going to be met and short of the touchdown, or short of oh, I'm sorry, that was Tiberius Bovine out in the flats. Doesn't get a first down, doesn't get a touchdown, so it'll be a turnover on downs. London will take over at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that was a bit of a painful ending to watch for OKC. And we'll just have to finish it out.
Yeah, good game plan by London's defense. They were there, you know, anytime that Oklahoma City was trying to take a shot in the end zone, their defense was batting it down or making it really difficult for their the intended target to make the reception. So it was a great job by London. I think the strategy was there for Oklahoma City. I think they've had success on those plays, but just a great job by London to be there and be prepared.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Steven. London had a great defensive plan, I think, especially for J.W. Doyle, who really couldn't go anywhere this entire game.
So London's got 2nd and 10. They're just going to drive this thing out. It's a handoff up the middle. And the clock will continue to run. It's 3rd and 8. I think they're just maybe pushing for a little bit of space here for the punter.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they have to do at this point. I think there'll be just enough time for OKC to have maybe a return and a play, but there's not much they can do in just that time.
Yeah, and Reggie Streeter, I think, got told he needed a rest, so I saw that Peter Hunn has checked into the game and is getting some carries.
Yeah, you don't want to injure anyone at the end of the game. It's just a nice, easy time for the backups to get some play time in, maybe pad some stats.
Hunn gets the carry there again, so maybe a pickup of a half a yard there. Play clock shows 32, game clock shows 37, so we will see a punt. Jam Pearson could potentially explode right here. Has been fairly productive in the return game for the Renegades, so decent fielding position for him as the punter is standing at the back of his end zone. He could provide a big play, Jam Pearson, that is. 3 on the clock. The punt is away with 7 seconds to go. Had 4-second hang time, and Jam Pearson's just going to try to run something, and he's going to be brought down. 1 second to go.
Yeah, Jam Pearson sort of just looked like he ran in a circle there at the end. Just didn't know where to go as London.
Well, he was trying to channel his inner Devin Hester, or he was trying to channel his inner Gabriel Manning, you know, the return specialist Gabriel Manning. So maybe he was trying to channel some of that and spark something, make a highlight reel play, and end up on the top 10 plays of the week.
That would have been something.
And Deacon's out. He's got quads to his right, but he's going to be sacked. That's going to be the end of this game. There you have it. It's London 34, Oklahoma City 13. Dan, what do you think, man? It was a pretty interesting game. It was pretty explosive, but one team just couldn't really put any points up.
Yeah, London moving on to 3-4 now in their record. They were really showing that they knew what they had to do this game, knew what they were expecting out of OKC, and they just dialed in between their offense, picking up that first drive and picking up the points, and constantly knowing what they had to do, having a commanding lead this entire game. And then on defense, they knew exactly what J.W. Doyle was going to do. They had a good amount of interceptions off Deacon Nickens, and they had the takeaways just to keep them alive this entire game. I think OKC had a decent game plan going in. They thought they could get away with Doyle, and even when they couldn't, they went to some flies. They went out to their receivers, which worked out well, picking them up some points. And then I think in the second half, their defense really came alive, getting some great interceptions, really holding London to the line. But at that time, it just wasn't enough. I think it was a great showing by both teams, but London showed that they really knew what they had to do and had a great game plan for this day.
And a scoring update brought to you by ScoreStream. It looks like Denver is the final there. They got a close game there in Denver to continue to be undefeated. Denver 9, Houston 7. So a close one there for the undefeated Denver Nightwings, but they continue their streak, moving along. And that's a great thing there. And looking at this game, looking back at it, from what I saw, Reggie Streeter really controlled everything for London. They had some big plays. They had the pick six, but it was pretty much all on the back of Reggie Streeter. Just a monster game. I think he ended with over 30 carries. I did see down at the stat line that John Gregory for Oklahoma City had 12 tackles. That's a monster day. But when Reggie Streeter's getting 30 carries, it's easy to get 12 tackles, but it's a great effort nonetheless to be tracking the guy down sideline to sideline. There you see London with 3 sacks on the day.
Yeah, both teams played well, but London came out on top with some great gameplay on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Who do you think's the player of the game, Steven?
Well, if I had to guess who our extraordinary Evers player of the game was going to be, I would say it's probably Reggie Streeter, just based on his workload alone. Deacon Nickens had a really nice game as well, but I think all of that stemmed off of them feeding Streeter, so I wouldn't pick anybody other than Reggie Streeter here.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think Reggie Streeter was the real backbone of London this game, and he was a monster to deal with.
And our Everest extraordinary player of the game, it's Reggie Streeter. Got his 30 carries for 204 yards and got the 1 touchdown. I believe that was 5 receptions for 21 yards. So ground game, passing game, give me the ball and he'll make it happen. And with that, we're going to check out. Again, I'm your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker. With me in the booth today was Dan. No, I'm going to say Daly. And you guys have a great evening. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, check us out on Discord, on Twitter, and on Instagram, Simulation FL. And we hope you guys had a great time. Thanks for watching.